Hey everyone. Damn, my fingers are cut up at the sides from, I think it's from carrying boxes. Like, my fingers hit the sides, even though I have gloves on. Angelo here, homeless filmmaker in LA, living in my car for over 2 years now. Now that I've learned to just shower in the afternoon when it's cold, I realized I could very well be living in my car for another year while I just save money. Wait till some people show up. Put my shower and water bottles in the back window to heat up. Man, they're cold. But it's not so bad as long as the temperatures. Oh, fuck! God damn, see, got these, like, fissures, like cracks in my fingers. Right here is grabbing stuff hurts. Anyways, sick of dealing with this crap at work. Just want to do my job and get my money. My check was surprisingly small, stunningly small for working 7 days a week, but it still only amounted to 40 hours with overtime on Thanksgiving, though that was a short day. Surprising. So I'm sure taxes took a bit more, but still I was like, oh damn, like I thought I was gonna get like a lot more, but I'm reasonably sure. Where do I check? Oh, I guess I have some online profile I can check. Taxes probably took at least $100. So whatever. I don't know. I've never made this much money before, so I don't know how the refund rules work, but I gotta see after the new year if I can get a refund, which it's gonna be very small because I've only been working, by the time the new year comes, like 6 weeks or something. Hey, spicy punk rocker. What was the check? I mean, it was only like $1,900 for this week, plus a $600 bonus. So what the hell? How am I supposed to live on that? I'm not telling you how much money I make, although maybe I should. Why not? Why? Nah, I'm just not going to. But it's a reasonable amount. It was like, oh crap, I forgot how much taxes take out. Oh man. Took a little nap and then went and got my Trump virus test today, and thank goodness the line to it was short. I drove by there the other day, and the line, it was drive-through test. There was like a quarter mile down the road, cars lined up, and then I know going in there it's like another quarter mile or so of cars once you go into the testing site. So today, super short. Didn't take long at all. I was in and out of there in like 5 minutes. What's up, Mark Ivy? Well, but anyways, yeah, my boss, I don't even feel like belaboring this point. I don't ever want to say too much about the people I work for, but basically, they tried to shut me up yesterday from reporting Trump virus non-compliance. Just came yelling at me, and I basically yelled back at them. I wasn't having it either. And it was disgusting and degrading, and I was like, fuck this, man. And I'm like, oh shit, they're probably going to try and cut my hours or something, or say, oh, we only need you 3 days a week or something. And basically, they tried to stop me from reporting stuff, and I wouldn't. I kept reporting, and I reported it again yesterday, and then to like higher ups and stuff, and they said, oh, there's no retaliation at this company. We enforce that. I'm going to talk to the person who asked me if I'd feel more comfortable if I didn't work there. And today the manager came by, one of the guys who was there, who was witness to that whole back and forth, and I was like, oh fuck, I had to deal with him. And he's like, how's it going here? I didn't want to talk to him. I just said, I don't have anything to say. And he's like, well, what do you mean? I said, I don't have anything to say. You guys tried to pressure me to quit my job yesterday. He's like, pressure you to quit your job? I was so fucking disgusted when he said that, like, oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? Because I don't want to even argue like you're lying. I don't want to waste my time. It's beneath me. So I just said, I know what I remember. I know what I heard. So I don't have anything to say. Stop singling me out. And he said, so you're not fine. And that fucking pissed me off. I wanted to be like, what do you mean? What's that mean? Like I have a mental deficiency or something? Like, why are you making judgments about me? I'm not fine. That pissed me off. And I was talking to another guy around where I worked. I'm like, fuck, man, like I need someone to back me up here. Why am I going up against this company by myself? Like, you all see this. You should be saying something. And he came back. The guy and the lady came back, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go, to talk to me, and they kept trying to tell me come closer to talk so we can hear. I said, I can hear you where I am. They said, no, come closer. So I said, I can hear you. They said, okay. Then, only because I wouldn't shut up about it and I know my rights, she was all apologetic. Now it's like, oh, I just want to make clear we weren't trying to fire you. There's no retaliation. I was still pretty mad and indignant, and she's like, you believe me, we're not trying to retaliate against you, right? I just looked down. I didn't even say anything. And I was like, I forget what exactly I said. I by no means said yes. I'm just like, I think I just said something like, that's not clear. That's not what you said yesterday. And it's obvious now, yeah, she realizes I won't shut up. Yeah, I don't need people to repeat themselves to me in the chat. I can respond to what I want. Also, what do you have to base that judgment on? If you're saying I don't seem happy in this state. I love being in California. The weather's better. There's the food bank, which they don't have food banks as far as I could tell in Virginia. They had food pantries. That's different. Those are kind of crappy because, I mean, no, they do good service, but they don't work for me because I need food every day. And a lot of them, it's just like once a month, once a week, or 3 hours every 4 days or something they're open. Or you can only visit once a month and they, cross you off for that month. And it's, and also the jobs pay less there. If I did the same job in Virginia, it would pay much less. I wouldn't have the free medical insurance that I have now. The environment is horrible there. I hate the small roads, the small suburbs. There's nothing much to go to. Here, I can see mountains out my window. Here's all the entertainers I like. I'm close to everything I want to be around. So yeah, why would I spend a ton of money to be around my parents, my dad who's in a cemetery, and my mom when there's nothing I could do to help her there. There's nothing more I could do. I'm better off here. She knows that. So what do you? I don't get people making like judgments and that whole like compulsive like Angelo didn't respond to me. Anyways, click. But yeah, then I like she was like, oh, I wasn't trying to tell you to quit. It's just you could stay home if you don't feel safe. I said you don't ever need to bring that up to me. I was like, I want to come to work. I'm working as much as I can. I don't want my hours cut. I don't want to be fired. That's it. And I said, as far as what I did, that's commendable. What I did, because it doesn't matter if people are nice and you shouldn't report them. It's going to make trouble for them. Coronavirus can be spread by nice people, or the Trump virus. But for her, I said coronavirus. Yeah, at least I'm not in Bakersfield. Bakersfield's kind of far, isn't it? And yeah, I've heard it. It's just, what is Bakersfield like? The only familiarity I have with it is from Castaway at the end. Remember, because Tom Hanks, when he's trapped on the island, he gets a package washed up from Bakersfield, and then he goes and finds the woman who ordered the porta potty or something in the package, and because it was like porta potty walls that he used for sails in his something like that in his raft, and Bakersfield was just a big field there and intersection. Oh, I'm starting to feel dirty now from showering 24 hours ago. It's weird how it kicks in, the layer of skin cells. But showering in the afternoon is working for me. Damn, these cuts on my fingers. Yeah, I wasn't having it. I wasn't appreciating that. It feels dirty and invasive when people talk to me like that. Same with, oh, we heard you're a good worker now. I'm like, gee, fuck, you go fuck yourselves. We heard you're a good worker, Angelo. We're not trying to, we want you to work here. I'm like, I don't need any pats on the back. You're not my friends. Don't talk to me. Just leave me alone. I said, I'm fine when everyone else is fine. So check on everybody else. Don't check on me. I seriously told them that. Yes, I did cut my own hair. I got new batteries that are actually a lot stronger Panasonic batteries. The old one, man, if I had those Panasonic batteries back when my hair was really long, I could have cut my hair so easily. The batteries I got even then from some dollar store, they were pretty cheap. And so it was miserable cutting my hair. I did a live stream of that. Don't even bother watching it. I'm not going to recommend it. But it was miserable cutting it because I had to keep going like a eighth of an inch at a time so that it wouldn't jam up and like, just yank my hair out of my head. Now it's so fast that, oh, you can just buzz it so quickly. So yeah, I was relieved to get that done. I hate having longer hair. I still know I didn't get it quite perfectly. I can feel slightly longer spots, whatever. I hope I never pay for a haircut again. But I do want to go to a bunch of different parts of California once this is all over. Like, I'm sure they're not as exciting as, they are in movies, but I want to see the desert. I want to see the forests up north, all that stuff. San Francisco, San Diego, even Northern California. I imagine it's very different there. This is a huge state. And now, by the way, we're in like shutdown mode. It's everything's supposed to be shut down. And Mayor Garcetti said everything must close and the hospitals could be overwhelmed and infections have been record setting. Hospitalizations have gone up like 2 or 3 times over. So it's messed up. But finally, my job now, they have like an army, it seems, all of a sudden available because I wouldn't shut up about this. And when I claimed to complained to managers, they did nothing. When I complained to an administrator, ultimately nothing happened. I complained to human resources, nothing happened. The general manager knew, the whatever, somebody else I talked to, because basically they may have tried to enforce stuff, at least certain people there, but they don't have power on the ground. What it took was me basically confronting the managers in the warehouse and saying, you need to enforce this now. This is a health risk, and then them rushing out because I seriously demanded. I texted one of the managers in the middle of a shift. I said, this requires attention now. So, yeah, it's a disgusting situation, and I just want these people to leave me the fuck alone and do their jobs and protect everybody. And I told them today, this is going to have to happen regularly because this pandemic could very well be here for 12 months or more. So it better be happening. Oh, shit. Okay, that's annoying. Stream cut out again. Oh, my damn weak fingers now. Cuts in them. I don't know, from lifting boxes or what. But here's the thing, too. They say, we're not trying to retaliate against you. We will see. That's really the problem with people telling me stuff. I don't believe what people tell me. Especially when yesterday it was so different, and now they kind of backed down because now they totally changed their message. It's not just that they backed down. Now they're like, oh, no, we don't want you not to report anything. So what the fuck was the point of arguing with me yesterday for like 5 or 10 minutes? Fucking liars. Anyways, so now I'm single-handedly saving a bunch of people's lives. Because I wouldn't stop complaining, but now I gotta see. Like, yeah, maybe they'll need me all through December. Let's see if they don't start cutting my hours or my shifts after December. I don't know. I hope not. It would seriously piss me off if that happened. Okay, your landlord didn't make you pay rent for Christmas. That my opinion is that's the least they could do. They should be showing solidarity with you and advocating for rent freezes or rent cancellations, stimulus payments. Bring on the stimulus payments. "48 grams carbohydrates, 8 grams fiber." That means 6 times more carbohydrates than fiber. Is that right? Wait, no. Wait. 8 times 5 is 60? Huh? Wait, what? What's 8 into 48? Someone tell me. No, 8 times 5 is 30. What in the fuck was I thinking? 5, 6 is... No, 30? Wait. No, that's not right. 8 times 3. What's 8 times 3? 32? No. 8 times 2, 16. 24. No, that's 24. 8 times 4 is 32. 8 times 5 is 40. 6. Yes, so 6 grams of fiber, or 6 parts fiber for every, wait, no, 1/6 ratio of fiber to carbohydrates. I heard on a video that you should try and eat, if you're going to eat grains, eat them that's like 5 parts carbohydrates or less to every 1 part fiber. Just as far as like weight gain. So this stuff's pretty healthy, but I'll limit it for now. It's a shredded wheat I got from the food bank. They were selling it there because the top of the box got banged up and crushed and taped, so when the grocery store can't sell the food, they'll donate it to the food bank. I don't care if the box is crushed, that gives it personality. Ooh, yeah, I can feel it. I need a shower now. That's the only crappy thing about showering in the afternoon. I don't want to shower too early now because I want to shower closer to when I sleep so that when I go to work, I still feel clean. So, I just gotta wait. Also, being in my car, it kind of makes it worse. But I figure I might be in my car for another year or so. I just want to save money. I don't care about having a home. And what this job pays, even after I worked 7 days this week with overtime on Thanksgiving, holy shit, it does not pay that much. Probably taxes took, I'm sure taxes took more. I'll be able to look it up on my online job profile. So anyways, whatever. At least I'm making some money now and it's just slowly saving up. Then blow it all in 5 minutes on film gear. What's up, Rent Strike? Yeah, I'll get some. That's the thing. I probably will get some back on my tax return, although by the time New Year's comes, I'll only have worked for like 6 weeks. So really, how much of a refund will I get from that? Like $50? I really won't get much. Also, all this fiber I'm eating, like date bars and raisins in my oatmeal and stuff, oh man, it's helping me go to the bathroom a lot better without it being overly dramatic. When I was eating raw vegetables, I was getting them in a bag and eating them to be healthy. Holy shit, that was like the whole tree trunk going through my colon. Now I had to take a dump after work. Thank goodness it did not take a fucking hour. It took like 10 minutes. And it didn't feel super painful or anything, so that's good. I thought it would take a while before I felt a difference. But now I'm still just cautious. I still don't fucking want any attention from these people. It's just like, do your jobs, leave me alone. and make people wear masks. But here's again, they'll be grateful they did it now, because soon a lot more people are going to get the Trump virus. In LA, it's spreading like crazy. I'm nervous about it. I always wear my face shield at work. I always worry that even that's not enough. And they'll see once people start getting sick, and they have to do contact tracing basically. So they have to notify anyone who had contact with that employee who test positive for the Trump virus, and they better hope a bunch more employees don't get infected, because if they do, then I'm sure they'll have to answer to other people, and they won't be focused on asking me stuff. I told them to stop singling me out. I haven't had a good shit in a long time, rent strike, because yeah, I guess I haven't been eating with my shits in mind, but I've been having coconut water, which I'm going to cut back on that now, because it's like, okay, I think pretty much just having like raisins, fruit, vegetables, I have oranges, that's like enough right there. And then the date bars. So I'll just have like one date bar a day. I don't overdo it. It has a lot of sugar in it. It's all natural. It's the Lara bars, so it's just like dates and cashews in it. But even so, it's got sugar, so I limit it to one a day. I'll see, maybe I'll just limit it to one every 2 days or so, because I really need the help. Otherwise, it would just take me like an hour. And finally, the other day, it was just so excruciating and long, and I still couldn't get it all out. I was like, oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. I have to change my diet. Kind bars are good too. I try and have the low sugar, like almond and cranberry bars. I don't try and have the higher sugar ones. Although once in a while, I guess I'll splurge, and I'm trying to lose weight again. I think I started eating too much and overestimating how much exercise this job was gonna cause in weight loss. So it's like, okay, now I got to cut back and just eat reasonable amounts, maybe a little more because I'm working a lot, but it doesn't need to be much. So, but I'm being pretty good at that now. So just wait for the weight to melt off. It still feels so dirty dealing with these bosses, so invasive and disgusting. I'm glad I did the right thing. They didn't do the right thing. They need to leave me the hell alone. I just want them to leave me the fuck alone. Like, you take care of your shit. Don't make me do it. And like I said, they'll be glad I did soon. With all the Trump virus infections. I have that now. It's all the pressed coconut juice I've been having. Jeez. What should I eat this afternoon? Should I have a chicken fajita wrap from Jack in the Box with no cheese, which is about $7, or should I have a little avocado bagel, which is like $4? An avocado bagel, it's an everything bagel. I'm going for that. It has onions, tomato, lettuce on it. I always tell them no cheese, no mayonnaise. Don't load it up with a bunch of bullshit. But yeah, seriously, I'm not going to be able to get out of my head that this company's going to eventually just try and cut my days. You know, yeah, they're not supposed to do that and all that. Well, look, so it's illegal to break into people's homes and rob them, but people still do that. Fat cat from Sweden, doing all right. Just going through my shit at work. Ow! Taking shits at work. Damn, my fingers are all cut up. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but I got like a gash by my fingernails on my middle finger and my index finger. It fucking hurts to grab stuff. I think it's from holding boxes at work, even though I wear gloves. It still has an effect. But feeling all right physically. I feel sick talking to my bosses, but now they fucking apologized. Did a total 180. So it's like, if they had this to say today, why'd they say anything to me yesterday? Oh, no, we're not trying to get you to quit or anything. We're not retaliating. We want you to work. Then why'd you say all that shit yesterday? It's such horse shit. I can't stand them. I don't want to fucking look at these people, but I just want to do my job and just hope they forget about me and just let me work. Let me make my money. I wish I didn't need to sleep so much. I don't get how people can sleep like 6 hours a night. My mind will not go into deep rest until like 7 or 8 hours. And by the way, last night, I guess it was partly influenced by work, and I get really intense dreams when I'm dehydrated. It like hurts my body and it affects my dreams. I had dreams like, and I've had these a lot, like when I get dehydrated, like some like ex-prisoners just beating the shit out of me and like stomping on my balls. Like it was seriously hurting. My dreams, my balls were hurting. And like this guy was just like a psychotic, like lunatic, like just a vicious, um, you know, beater. What do you call someone like that? Bruiser. And he's just beating the shit out of me. And like he was getting like sharp spikes instead of getting ready to stab me. I was trying to get away from him, but nobody would like let me get away. So yeah, dehydrated. Good thing is this week, well, it's kind of messed up. I'm getting more hours. It seems so far this week the days are longer, but Thanksgiving was overtime. And then again, Friday and Saturday were really short days, and I think Sunday too. It's like that's the problem. It was like 4 to 6 hour days when it was really, especially after Thanksgiving. I appreciate just a nice long day at work where I can get my full, and almost never make it to 8 hours, 7.5 hours or so. So that's good, but even if I do that 7 days this week, let's see, and it's probably not going to be that long every day. Let's say 7 times 5, 35. Yeah, it's probably going to be about the same as what I got in my pay last week because without. Okay, whatever. YouTube crashed again. Yeah, there's a lot. The Jack in the Box is big in LA, and they're good because they have some cheap meals. So the chicken teriyaki, that's kind of healthy. The chicken teriyaki bowl is a good one. I haven't had that in a while. The the chicken nuggets are really cheap, and what was this? Chicken fajita wrap or chicken fajita pita. I don't like calling it that. That's pretty good. That's healthy, and it's only like 360 calories or something. But it's kind of pricey. It's like $7. So spending all this damn money. You know what? What's really messed up too? I called out the administrator for violating Trump virus policy at the orientations. I said, you need to stop doing stuff like that. You were asking me to violate policy in there. You don't need to do that. It's not worth anybody getting sick. Because I was trying to say, like, you don't understand you don't seem to understand the risks of this disease. But yeah, it was sickening, even when they're so nice and apologizing and oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. It's like, fuck you. You came up to me yesterday. I know what I saw. That does it as far as what I think of you. So it doesn't mean I'm going to change how I act at work. I'm still just going to work and be respectful and do my best and all that. Make sure the good people of the area. Who the fuck's calling me? Ah, screw you. I'm not answering it. Yeah, the good people of California will get their packages handled by Angelo, touched by an Angelo. Hey, click like, everyone. Helps the video out. This is still my job too, YouTube. Gotta do this to survive. God damn my fingers. Come on, just heal. Like, stop being hurt. Should get my Trump virus test results in a day or two. It's a little bit nerve wracking, but no point overly worrying about it. But man, are they going to see once more people get sick, and they better hope that the people in the surrounding area, like whoever had immediate contact with people who get tested positive for the Trump virus, don't get sick, because then they better realize, oh, who wasn't wearing a mask? The person who got sick may not have been wearing a mask. Who else could be sick, and we could lose a bunch of people that quickly. That's right, Rent Strike. Rent Strike says, "LOL. What happened is they expected you to obey like a lapdog, but then it backfired when you stood up to them, caught them off guard." That's right. I complained again yesterday. I didn't shut up. Who the fuck do they think they are? I've testified against my own brother in court. I'm not gonna back down from these people. Um, so yeah, I not only I reported it to two other higher ups, and I said this was completely out of Anyways, YouTube crashed again. But yeah, I told another higher up that what that person said to me was completely out of bounds. I mean, I was shocked. I was disgusted. I really wanted to say in the moment, how dare you suggest like I like not work here? Because she asked me, would you feel more comfortable not working here? I wanted to be like, don't you fucking insult me with a question like that. Um, I want to work. I'm not trying to leave out of here. I don't avoid my responsibilities. But the fact is, the managers only started demanding drivers wear masks when I literally demanded they do it. And finally, I just went straight up to one and I was like shaking. I was angry. And I said, you need to check on this. This is not acceptable. People could die, you know? I said, there's an old man in my area. He could die. There's a young man. The drivers were around him. He could die. It turns my stomach. I said that. It turns my stomach to think of that. And I've warned like 7 or 8 different people about this. Finally, they fucking started doing it once I got in their faces. And now they're all over it, and they got people doing oversight and stuff. And people from different companies or whatever. I don't know. Now it's like a whole army of people in there practically. Not really, but doing compliance. Yeah, and then another manager came up, one of the manager who was a witness of the whole thing, who just stood there and watched. He was like, no, there's no union there. The manager who watched, he came up to me today and said, hey, are you, like, fine? How are things going? Are things fine? I was so disgusted with him because he saw that whole thing. And so it's like, why are you asking me if I'm fine if you did that? So I just told him I don't have anything to say. He's like, what? I said, I don't have anything to say. You all challenged, you all pressured me to, I told him straight up, I said, you all pressured me to try and quit, or you all tried to pressure me to quit my job. He's like, pressured you to quit your job? I was so disgusted. He's playing dumb. I was like, I wanted to just say, like, there's no point arguing with a liar. So I said, I know what I heard. I know what happened. And he kept following me around. And while I was just trying to ignore him and like move packages. And he said, like, but like, how are things going? So are you fine? I said, I don't have anything to say. I don't want to be singled out like this. And he walked away saying, so you're not fine. I was so pissed off. I wanted to be like, you don't need to make judgments about me, whether I'm not fine or not. And I was talking to another guy at my belt. I'm like, oh, fuck, what's he doing now? What's he going to say? Like I have a problem with him or something, and now I got to be cut hours. I'm like, I need someone. I was talking to another higher up at the belt I was on. I was like, you need to speak up for me. I need someone to speak up because this guy's trying to come down on me. And that's when he came back later with the other lady and apologizing. Oh, we weren't trying to say anything. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, cool. I got a good message. Yeah, but yeah, phone messed up again. But yeah, so it's like if they're coming by today to say everything's fine and you're not being retaliated against, what was the point of saying anything to me yesterday? So these are fake people. I have no patience for them. They can apologize with a sweet word. That's what people do when they get caught and they realize, oh shit, we stepped into this too far. It's what my landlord, well, the owner of the home did. The landlord's mom and her father-in-law did after my Annandale video when they it blew up in their faces, and the Washington Post was calling them, and like it was getting in the news. When they realized, oh, their daughter, my landlord, Debbie, shouldn't have been threatening me with eviction and threatening to come over with her husband to yell at me or beat me up or something. So yeah, and I'm just lucky so far that I'm not just fired for that. I'm sure they would have liked to fire me if it wasn't for the fact that one, a lot of labor laws, are involved, but it's not even just that. It's that because it's sort of a big company, there's a big corporate office where none of these people really have power. What they had power to do was come up to my face and yell at me because they're in my vicinity. They don't have the power to fire me by themselves. I didn't do anything wrong. So that's why they realized, okay, Angelo's making noise. Let's try and shut him up. That's all they could do. And they did it because it was working. What I was doing was working. It was making changes. It was probably getting questions to them like, what are you guys doing in that warehouse? Why are you having these complaints? And they probably thought they could come up to me and isolate me, and it would be a good way, a practice run to make sure if anybody else complains that they just they know how to shut them up too. So now, thank goodness, I went, no, I'm not being quiet. I don't have it in me. I wanted to be quiet. I couldn't make myself do it. I still had to call and complain to other higher ups yesterday. Anyway, so that's the most I ever want to think about this job, because who cares? It's just, a mindless job. Just sort boxes, move them here, move them there. Yeah, when they're so powerless, they feel they have to assert their authority. Right. Why yell at me? Why argue with me over that stuff? If I was in trouble, straight up get me in trouble. Don't just yell at me. But if I'm doing the right thing and I'm actually making changes and what I'm doing is effective, that means you're just trying to yell at me because you don't like how you're being questioned about it now. I had a detective do that years ago over this crap I was involved with, where I was falsely accused of something. Not only falsely accused, somebody framed me. I made a video about it. I got a polygraph test, passed it. I've hired a private investigator who helped me realize, like, oh, pretty much conclusively who was behind this thing that somebody tried to frame me for. And the detective got questioned about it by the chief of police, and she got mad about it and called me. And the private investigator said, yeah, if she got questioned by it and she called you like that to silence you, that probably means she's not a good cop, because he used to be a cop in the same area where she was a detective, and he said she would probably like she was probably doing other stuff too that she shouldn't have been doing, and the chief of police questioned her. And in the end, the police didn't do anything to me either. Not that that'll stop them, if you didn't do something wrong. But yeah, so you know, I have to say again, like as with my Annandale videos, I don't recommend necessarily everybody do this. I do recommend everybody do this, but don't do it alone. That's kind of the dangerous part, is when you do it alone at work, you're so much you're such a bigger target for intimidation and isolation. If a few coworkers do it, then they're really screwed. Then they're scared because they realize that coworkers aren't happy about it. And if coworkers, think about it, a lot of coworkers are friends. So if a group of people get isolated or fired, everyone else is going to be mad about it. Yeah, that's the other thing. Who knows how many other. That's what made me so mad. And it's like, well, I can't be silent about this. I thought, well, just lay low, stay there, because it's better if I'm there than if somebody else is who doesn't care. At least I'm capable of like keeping an eye on things and making reports when I have to. I thought, well, I can't be silent. I just can't do it. It's not my DNA. I cannot back down from a liar and a coward. So, yeah. Jeez, this thing's crashing a lot. So yeah, if you ever do that at work, it's best to talk to people and try and get them organized to do it. It's kind of hard to do in my case because I don't have a lot of contact with many other people, because you're very limited in your time there. It's everybody gets out, they scatter, and before work you can only clock in a few minutes before your shift starts. So it's like you don't have a lot of time before work to hang out. So, anyways, yeah, like I said, this is the most I ever want to think about it. It's like hopefully they learn their lesson, and hopefully they're going to be learning it as they realize how beneficial it is, because people are probably going to get the Trump virus outside the workplace. What I don't want is for them, I don't want them to get it outside it, but I don't want them to get it inside there too. So as they start doing that, and they have to do the contact tracing every time someone, God damn it, it's really annoying how YouTube keeps crashing. What was I even saying? Anyways, I don't want to think about this. But they'll realize, yeah, contact tracing. They have to send out emails and probably report to like the county. Oh boy. When people get infected with the Trump virus, and they have to let people know who were in direct contact with the person. So I'm just saying they better realize. My fart made your dog growl. They better realize. Yeah, that's the other thing. Renstrike, you're right. Wait till one of their family members gets it. Only then will they care about wearing masks. Right. Well, they're going to be really concerned when more people end up getting tested positive, and then if it happens that the people who work around them test positive, then they're not going to be checking with me for anything. They're going to be covering their asses and hoping nobody gets seriously sick, because after my multiple warnings, that's an issue. And realizing they got to, if nothing else, make sure the staff at the warehouse are able to come into work, and that they're not decimated by huge outbreaks in which half the warehouse or more aren't able to come in because they have to take 2 weeks off for the Trump virus. I don't know if they actually do that or not, but that's what they say you're supposed to do. So yeah, if you're ever doing stuff like that, it's best to do it with multiple coworkers. Unfortunately, it's hard a lot of places. People don't have the courage to do it. They don't want to. They don't necessarily care. That too. I mean, that's another thing. So just click like on this video. That's the main lesson that I want to give. Click like because this video is my job too, and YouTube's my job, and I'm good at my job, and I'm a good worker. I'm gonna go get that everything bagel avocado with tomato on it, onion. Soon, maybe I'll get a green drink as well. Like, who cares about the dislikes? That's the thing. Like, who cares? But it's, I don't know, whatever. Probably whining. Yeah, that's it. That's right. That is true. But just whining bootlickers. Like, why isn't Angelo licking his boss's boots? Why isn't he grateful? Why isn't he just doing, like, it's not affirming my worldview. I get it, because I used to be a big conservative too. Green drinks are good for your intestines. Yeah, they have them at this place nearby. I want to go get one because I got my big paycheck today, which was still a lot lower than I thought it might be. But I only worked about 40 hours last week, even though I worked 7 days. But every day is like usually around 6 to 7 hours. Just depends how busy we are. And a few days were really short, like especially around Thanksgiving. There just weren't a lot of packages to sort then. So that's kind of weird, getting out of work at like 6 or 7 in the morning. 8 in the morning and being like 5 hours pass and you're like, oh man, is it late at night? No, it's like noon. But yeah, I'll get me a green drink. And not loaded up with a bunch of sugar either, just like cucumber and shit. Like just healthy stuff. Or an orange drink or a beet drink. But yeah, that's what I'm at. That's where I'm at, man. That's where I'm at, baby. I'm at the park. They have carrot drinks too, like orange drinks, and also beet drinks. The freaky thing about beet drinks, it really does turn my piss red. So it's kind of like weird to look at it psychologically. And also taking a dump, that's a little bit scarier too. Although I courtesy flush, so I don't really try and look at it, but it's kind of weird. Like you shit and piss red for a couple days. I wonder who heard that. I just said that so loud. But I'll do some writing, and then I take my street shower. I shower in the afternoon. I can feel it sucks. By the afternoon, I feel the layer of dirt and dead skin on my body. But I try and shower closer to when I go to sleep so that by the time I get up for work, I'm still feeling clean. It is way too cold in the morning to shower now. I'm like, oh man, I'd be a sucker to shower in that. It's stressful. Courtesy flush, that's right. Needs to be taught. Parents, like, need to pass it. Like, we should have, family trees that mark like when the courtesy flush started and from generation to generation. Like, look, I want to show you something. Like, let's show you something, son. Like, we're adding you to the family tree because you're learning now. I don't know why I made him sound like an old man. If you're teaching the kid the courtesy flush, like, we're adding you to the family tree, the Donaldson family tree of courtesy flushing. Here we go. Pulls out an old scroll or something, or an old shoebox with a notebook in it, and adding you on there. So this is what you do. You flush every time your butt makes a noise, or something hits the toilet, because you don't want that stinking up the place, and yeah, making a smell. And yeah, exactly. You don't want to hear that shit either. And it's like, and look, and turn the page. I learned this from my father, and he learned that from his father, and his father, and going back to some of the first toilets in 1897. Your dad is discourteous, yet he mentioned that my grandpa always courtesy flushed. See, everybody appreciates a courtesy flusher. Fuck off, fly. So hopefully, that's the end of that. But I don't even want to think about it. Oh, you have to yell at him for stinking up the house? Yeah, that's messed up, man. When dads stink up the toilets, they should learn how to courtesy flush. Yeah, she was an asshole. And you know what's weird? I've never seen her there before or after that again. At that grocery store. I always see the same security guards there, and she was just there that one day. And really, when she was trying to yell at me to get out, I should have pulled out my phone and filmed it. I didn't think to do that because that's really messed up to yell at someone on the toilet like that. And that could have gotten her in trouble. That was abusive, man. She was an asshole, but never saw her again. I guess they don't know people get constipated. Anyways, I'm gonna go because I want to get some stuff done before I sleep. Trying to get to sleep at a reasonable hour. Every day it's late, too late. You would have opened the stall and yelled back. Yeah, I really should have in a way. I didn't want to be banned from the grocery store. Although it's funny, now I don't really go there anymore. I just eat at Jack in the Box or whatever other place close by. Maybe she got fired. I don't know. She was definitely an asshole. And or I just go to the food bank. So pretty much I never even go to that grocery store anymore, even though I might once in a while. But oh, the other thing, I just don't like going during the day when it's busy. Before I got a job, I would go there like right after they opened at like 7 in the morning. Yeah, thanks. All right, everyone. I'm going. Thanks for watching. Bye.